Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but the penny turn red. Can't let that go in my head, war gaming.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. I'm Shane, hanging out with Fox.
That's me. I'm here. I hang out with my friend Shane.
And of course, we've got Churchy.
In the void.
Banished to the void where he belongs.
Where he belongs.
Today, we are talking about MOAB.
What the heck is a MOAB?
A MOAB.
And where do I buy one?
You can't buy one. You can visit.
Oh, okay. So it's like a museum.
It's kind of like a museum.
A museum's full of things where they're like, you can't buy this, but you can visit it.
You could probably steal it
You could steal what?
from
MOAB.
a museum.
I could steal MOAB from a museum.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
Yep.
Tell me more.
So MOAB stands for the Mother of All Battles. It is a 2-3 day event run in the Sutherland Shire in Sydney.
Okay.
Which
In the Shire.
which I was a guest at. They didn't
invited
invite me. No,
You
no, I just
invited
showed
you,
up.
You're a guest.
No, I showed up. I'm
Oh.
like that guest that just like shows up and sits on the couch.
I don't know if that's a guest, dude. I think that's the definition of not a guest. A guest has to be invited.
Do they?
Maybe.
All right, I got you.
All right.
When you're at a hotel, you
Yeah.
are a guest.
Yeah.
You're not invited there. You pay to be there.
Did you pay to go to Moab?
No.
Okay. Let's see how this falls through on you once again.
There was also another event running alongside MOAB, but separately.
Okay.
It was called the Sydney GT.
And did they invite you to this as well?
No, they actually asked me to leave.
Okay. Okay. Put a pin in that. All right. So, and when you say they ran alongside each other, they ran at the same time,
We're at the same time
at the same place.
at a different place,
Huh.
not related.
Okay.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I kind of get it, right? Like the MOAB is at the same place every year.
Yeah.
It's a massive event that has all kinds of different gaming there, has vendors there. We'll talk about that more in detail, but the Sydney GT, as far as I know, it doesn't run on the same weekend every year. And I think it might have just been a schedule issue.
Yeah, the issue sounds like they scheduled it wrong.
Yes, I think they may have. But both events were pretty bloody cool.
So, okay. So say again. So Moab was over all 3 days of the weekend?
Yes.
And the Sydney GT was also
2 days.
that was over the 2 days.
Saturday, Sunday.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. So tell me about Moab.
Sure.
You said there's vendors and stuff. I'm trying to see it in my mind's eye, but my mind is small and my eyes are weak.
Yes.
So I need you to paint a picture, Picasso.
Okay, let me take my brushes and paint you a picture. Remember CanCon?
Yeah, I do remember.
It's like that, but
Kanka.
smaller.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've blocked in some colors for me.
Yeah.
There's no shading or
Yeah.
anything, but I mean, you're not very talented, so
No.
maybe that's why.
That's the best I can do.
All right, so was it in one building?
It was in one building. There was a second building
It's not a
there.
trick question.
There's yeah,
I'm not
there's a
trying to. It's not a gotcha. It's not a trap
There was
interview.
a second building there,
Okay.
but in there they were playing Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Oh, so you're not counting that.
Not counting.
Yeah, that's fair. So there was one building
Yep.
and rumors of something else happening somewhere else.
Someone they were doing something in the car
Yeah.
park. I don't know. So yeah, so it was at one of the like community centers in the Sutherland Shire.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'm not from the area, so Gritty drove me around. Could have been anywhere as far as I know. But it was a massive hall. It has like 3 levels, this joint. Like a basement. It's on a hill, right?
Okay.
So
The picture's getting weird.
Underneath it has the bring and buy, kind of like what CanCon had. Like
bring
the
and
second
buy.
hand stall.
Sure.
So like prior to the event,
Some people can bring stuff. Some people can buy stuff.
that's how it works, dude. Prior to the event, you take all your stuff and you say, "This is what I've got. I want X amount for each item."
Sure.
And each day the price reduces
Oh yeah.
sometimes. And then it was chaos, man. We were, you know how we lined up to go to the one in CanCon?
Yeah.
And it was a big line.
Yeah.
This was just as bad.
Wow.
We were in there and it was like far out. It was like sardines in a can.
Damn. It's stressful too because you're like you don't want to miss anything.
Nah.
Because everyone really wants. There's probably like 5% of the stuff is something that everyone wants.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's just that good. And
Like, how about this? A new on sprue Mordheim box for $30.
you got it, right?
No, I didn't get it.
Oh, so you just heard it existed.
it was a whisper. It was a rumor.
Yeah.
Gritty, on the other hand, one of the homies picked up a $20 second edition Warhammer Space Crusade. What is it? The Orcs and Space Marines box.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, second edition starter set.
Wow.
It only had like the Orcs, but it had like the
The box.
and the box and the
Yeah.
box.
Yeah,
But it
okay.
had like all the cardboard terrain. It had the cardboard dreadnought.
Oh, wow.
It looks like a coaster. You've probably
Wow.
seen it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. And that was $20.
That was $20.
That's a great grab.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
for people that's just something to enjoy.
Yeah.
You'll never do it. You'll never do anything with it, but you'll have it.
Oh, I reckon he'll paint the Orcs up.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Do that, Gritty. Please do that. Pop it in the Discord. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that was
Man,
wild.
I can't really fathom that Mordheim box going that cheap. I wonder if it was
Yeah.
one of those things where it was like actually 70 and then it was like, oh, I got it for like $60, man. And the friend was like, my man got the Mordheim box for like $50. And then the next person's like, can you believe they got Mordheim for $40? Wow, $30 is cheap, man.
It wasn't Chinese Whispers.
Uh,
We spoke to the guy that had it. I saw it in the flesh.
And did it have the $30 sticker on it? I'm not convinced then. It's cap.
I didn't see the sticker.
I'm not calling him a liar
but
to his face.
I saw him looking at the sprues,
Mhm.
and it was
And he said, oh, I got this
Wild.
for like $30.
yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, his bank account tells a different story. Maybe though, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm cynical. I'm not. Yeah, and I'm not calling him a liar to his face. I'm doing it
Behind his back.
behind the camera.
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
weeks after the
Yeah.
event. Pussy. What are you gonna do about it? No, please. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
So it was wild. So like at the start, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, when you go in there, you need to know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You can't go in there to just peruse.
Yeah. But
It's
you'll come
like-
home with everything or nothing.
Well, nothing.
Yeah.
Because like at the start, right? If you're in there at the as the gates open, you got to be looking for
Oh yeah.
Space Marines, Stormcasts, whatever you're going in there to look for.
Yeah.
That's where you got to go.
Yeah.
And they did a pretty good job of like laying everything out so you could see where each section was. So they basically had like, you know, those big trays that they have like the bread gets delivered on,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
yeah.
big like bread crates, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
They had like them everywhere. So I don't know,
Oh,
someone
cool.
either works at a bakery or robbed a bakery.
Yeah.
But they had stacks of them.
Yeah.
So each one of them had like a sign. So like Space Marines had like 6 of them. And then it was like Necrons, Tyrannies, Dark Elder, whatever, right? So they had like all the different sections.
That's cool.
Well, like it was really well done. So like from the get-go, you could sort of see where you wanted to go to if the people weren't there.
I was gonna say, I remember that about the CanCon one. Is that like
Yeah.
I remember seeing some Caradron Overlords, like the reason I haven't like gone all in on an army for that because
Yeah.
I love it is like the big ships are such a pain to build,
Yeah, yeah.
and like you build half of one, and you're like, has it really been 4 hours?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have to paint it. I should paint it unassembled, but that means I have to do this half again.
Yeah.
So, and I looked over and I saw in the Caradron Overlord box, I just
Yeah.
saw the big balloons,
Oh, so they were like pre-built.
pre-built, and a ton of them.
Nice.
The little ships, the big ones.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw from where I was standing that the big ship, which is like, I think it's 150 retail,
Sure.
was $40
Wow.
built.
Yeah, nice.
And I was like, for me, that's value.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And if I had it's so frustrating, man,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I can't get there.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to like shimmy through people.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Sorry.
me.
Coming through.
And they're
Just gonna
like,
squeeze in
I'm
behind
sorry,
you.
I know you want to get through, but I can't move. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I get that, dude, but I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
just, can I just, all right, now I'm grinding on you.
Yeah, yeah.
And you finally make your way over and it's
This is a
like,
dance floor at home house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just grinding on each other. Just grinding on old dudes.
2 sweaty dudes.
yeah, yeah. So it's like lammies then. And so,
No, that's where you go for the
Yeah, go on.
cougars.
go on, say it.
That's where you go for the 50-year-old women.
Yeah. Well, they call that, the new generation call that hag maxing.
Hag maxing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when they go for older women who are financially stable and can support them.
But how are they hags?
I think it's just kids don't understand things.
No, they don't.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not hags.
I get it. Like, I mean, good strat.
Yeah, it's a good strat.
It's a good
Good
strat.
strat. Yep.
Anyway.
What was the point of the story? Anyway.
Yep.
So
Hag.
now you can relate to your 9-year-old kids, those who are watching.
I don't deal with 9-year-old kids.
No, you don't. You don't. I hear around the schoolyard. Anyway, that's not why we're here.
No, it's not.
We're not here
Not here on
to
Gen
max
Z
anything.
slang.
Yeah. So, so I couldn't get around there, and it was pretty mid, dude.
Sure. Pretty what?
Pretty mid.
You mean like middle?
That's more Gen Z slang. You not heard that? Mid?
No.
Oh, okay.
Heard cap
Okay.
means for
That's-
real.
What?
Like
Cap?
no cap.
Cap means that's false.
Yeah, like no cap.
No cap means
For
that's
real.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like for real.
You know what's funny? While we're talking on slang, while we're on this tangent,
Yeah.
for the longest time, up until very recently, Fat Boy from the United States,
Yep.
from the Central Standard Time Zone,
Yep.
thought struth meant truth. So I would say something to him. He'd be like, "Struth," saying like, "Yeah," and I'd be like, "It doesn't really make." It took me a little while to cotton on. I was like,
Yeah,
"Sorry,
yeah.
what do you think struth means?" Like, it's like true. It's like true. Yeah, it's like yeah, I agree. I was like, nah.
Truth.
It's kind of like
I
a
get it.
statement of exclamation.
It means like far out,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think I said.
which means
It means
for,
crikey.
for those it means crikey.
It means crikey.
Or for those it means oh golly.
Gosh. Oh my.
Oh my.
Nah, it's not oh my. It's more like
It's more like fuck.
yeah.
Yep.
It's truth. It's like can't believe it.
Yeah.
We're far out.
It's like no way.
no. Yeah.
That's cap.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
Right?
so I could never get the carriage on Overlord. So
Yeah.
you're saying,
Yeah.
which one would you say was better for the items and worse for the experience?
Oh man, I can't really remember the items from CanCon to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't spend that much time in there, but this time we went in there every day, probably like 3 times.
Yeah. Okay.
And like it felt like you were discovering new things every time.
I feel like that means it was a better experience.
Yeah, probably.
Because I felt like once you do one lap of the CanCon one,
Yeah.
it was like, all right, I'm done. I
Like
never want to go back there again.
Yeah, yeah. Like we went in there and it was like maybe an hour after it opened
Yeah.
and it was like packed,
Sure.
like balls to the wall, right?
Yeah. Wow. Is that illegal?
In New South Wales it is.
Yeah. True. They can
Yeah.
they can drive with open containers as a passenger.
Can they really?
Yeah.
Fuck, we're in the wrong state.
Yeah. Well, you were there, so you could have done that. Gritty could have driven you
He
around.
kept
could be like,
that on the down low.
Yeah, he did. What's that about, Gritty?
God damn gritty.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Um,
Thought we were
so,
homies.
so, yeah, we went in there every day. The first time it was hectic. Second time, not so hectic.
Interesting.
And then the third time of that day, it was barren. There was like 5 blokes in there.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
it was
like that.
really good. I
Five
actually
guys. You went to Five Guys.
5 guys. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
at CanCon.
That's crazy.
Not CanCon. No,
You've cooked it now.
I cooked it so bad, so many times during that weekend. I
Yeah.
called it PAX at one point.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm coming or going, dude.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True.
I'm
I
cooked.
can tell.
I'm cooked.
Yeah. Wow. You're like, God, I love PAX. You're in Gritty's apartment. Gritty's like, are you all right?
Claire's like, why is he still here?
Yeah, it's Wednesday. PAX was a month ago. No. He's been here since the other one. Whatever you were talking about, MOAB. Mm.
Yep. So yeah, it was wild. So that was the bring and buy.
Did you get anything from the bring and buy?
I bought a few bits and pieces.
Is that what that old musky dank looking dude is?
No, that's just Earl.
Oh, Earl, can you go outside? You stink, dude. Yeah,
He
that
hasn't
door's
showered since 1973.
Yeah, well.
Yep.
That's on him, I guess.
Mm.
No, but like that little metal miniature that you
Yeah.
have that's brown and
It's
green.
brown. It's got all kinds of colors on it.
Yeah, and it hasn't been painted.
No,
That's-
no. That was in a bag called Lord of the Rings Various or something.
It should have been
like
Lord of the Rings, kinda. That's what they should have
that. It was
written.
$5, and it's a guy missing an arm. There's an Easterling in there though, which is kind of cool,
That's cool. I like that. Yeah.
and some other model which I got no idea what it is. But I bought an Ugluk.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Ugluk.
Okay. And what in Cthulhu is that?
I know, right? It's the name of the leader of the Uruk-hai.
Oh, that's not Lurtz.
No.
Okay. There you go.
He's the one that like cuts off the other one's head and like
Oh, I thought that was Lurtz.
that's
Yeah.
what the thing says.
That's how they sold it to you. They're like, Oh, this random character? This is the leader of all of the Urukai. $10.
It was $9.
Hold it.
Is it Lurtz? Because I googled it.
Oh,
and
if
it's
you
like,
show me, I can tell you if it's Lurtz. Go grab it. He's got long hair.
the one that has the white hand on his face.
That's fucking all of them, dude. That's all.
No, but from the movie.
Yeah, that's Lurtz. Yeah. And what'd you say it was? Uglug.
Ugluk.
Can you Google it? Can you pull this up?
Google it.
Churchy, pull it
Churchy,
up.
bring that up, Churchy. Anyway, so I bought him, which is $9.
Yeah, okay.
I bought a metal Cadian medic.
Oh, cool.
I was just going there for like the bargains, dude. I wasn't prepared to pay like, $40 for a carriage on Overlord ship.
Nah.
First of all, I had to bring it home.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and
So,
limited space. Yeah.
I'm going for like the little stuff. I'm going for like the random stuff. So I got those. I got some like wound tokens that are from some random game I've never even heard of.
Oh, that's Lurtz.
Google Ugluk.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So this one's worse.
Yeah.
All right, is this on the screen?
Yeah. Who's the one that says meets back on the menu, boys? That's not Lurtz. That's
I think that's
that's Ugluk.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
This is the one in the first movie.
Yeah. Lurtz kills Boromir, right?
Yeah, with the bow. Yeah.
Yeah, spoilers, sorry.
Spoilers. The movie's fucking 20 years old.
Yeah, I'm just letting people know. It's a spoiler. They're like, I'm hearing a lot about this Lord of the Rings stuff lately. Is that I thought it was a TV
We did a
series.
spin-off before Rings of Power.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought a few like metal models. A couple of like books. I bought an Acadian 3rd edition codex
Cool. Question. Why?
because it was like $5.
Well, that's
I
just a
told you
bargain.
I'm there for the bargains.
Yeah,
Dude.
you don't even care if it's worth that.
I bought a dice bag that had something inside of it that was $2.
And what was inside of it?
A big metal coin.
And what was the coin for?
I don't know,
Huh. So what do you?
but it was worth. It was
What is it worth?
the
$2.
$2.
And I paid that.
So like
Wow.
the journey of like buying it and then like taking it out of like the Ziploc bag and then taking the dice bag out and then untied the knot in the strings
Okay.
of the dice bag.
Yeah.
So I untied that.
You untied it.
Yep, untied that. And then
Yeah.
I opened the drawstrings.
Amazing. And then what?
Then I tipped it upside down and tipped the coin into my hand.
And then was it heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy.
And then you didn't know what the coin was for.
Nah, because like one side it has all these symbols on it. One side it was like silver with yellow like indentation in all the symbols.
Okay.
I turned it over. Same side, same symbols.
Yep. Different colors.
Pink.
Sounds like a Keyforge coin, to be honest. Have you got the coin here?
Yeah, it's over there.
Go get that coin. Go get the
But
coin.
we're on the air.
We're on there. They can wait.
All right, hang on.
Get the coin and get Lurtz. Don't destroy our $400 light. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, it was a purple bag. You didn't say that. All right, let me have a look. I'm gonna tell you straight away, and Churchy will agree with me.
All right, I'm back now for those who missed me, which is not even my dad.
That's actually good quality, but that looks like Lurtz. But maybe. Oh no, you're right. This is someone. He's right. This is someone else.
Fuck, told you.
Yeah, got long hair though. It's got one of them. This is a good sculpt
Yeah.
for how old this is.
Actually, it was $8. It was not. So it was $9 the first day.
Yeah.
No one picked it up. Second day,
Okay.
your boy got him
Yeah, that's
for $8.
hell yeah, baby.
And this is the.
What are you
this
gonna
is
do
the
with
dice bag.
Because I know you're not gonna paint it.
I'll paint it
All right.
eventually.
How interested are you in Lord of the Rings?
Actually, you know what? I nearly bought a box from Combat Company.
Okay, it's just
Um,
cool, isn't it?
It is cool.
It's good to know that the game is really good.
Yep.
That they barely touch it,
Yep.
so therefore you don't have to just like keep buying it. You don't have to jump on the cycle.
And the models are cool.
The models are cool. They're cheap still. You know, you can still get like 20 Minas Tirith thingos for like $70.
Yeah,
or
well, you can
something.
get like a Minas Tirith battle force, which is like 20 warriors, cavalry, Gandalf, both mounted and unmounted,
Yeah,
for like 150 or not even.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know Oz Wargaming has been trying to get us in
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a long time. Check out ozwargaming.com.au for all your 3D printed needs.
It'll happen sooner or later.
It'll happen.
So this is the dice bag.
Okay.
So $2. So let me I'll do a demo. I'll do a thing. So it was tied like that.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I took it out of the Ziploc bag, and then
Yep.
I'm like, oh, cool. Okay.
So for those listening, the thing that Shane described doing earlier, he's going to redo,
So I untied it like that,
and now he's doing it
and then I opened
visually. So,
it. I took my time because it's like $2, right?
and if you're
Saving it.
if you're sitting there thinking, should I go across to YouTube to watch this? No, just
So I
it's
saved
as-
it.
This is riveting.
And then I was in the car. So I'm sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Gritty's driving, or maybe he hasn't started driving yet.
This is the best story I've ever heard.
And then I'm like, oh, cool. Like, what's this?
Oh, so you didn't?
So I'm feeling the coin, right? I
And
knew
you-
the coin was in there.
Yeah. Okay.
When I picked it up, I'm like, there's a coin. There's something in here. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's
Round.
solid.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
round. I'm like, $2? I'm like, I'd pay $2 for a dice bag, let alone a dice bag that contains some mysterious token.
Sure.
And then
That's interesting. My question is, how have you done so well for yourself? Like, how do you,
You mean by
manage in
finding
this
this?
economy?
I don't even know, dude.
Yeah.
This found me.
No, I'm not talking about that. What do you mean? I'm talking about the fact you own a
Ah.
house.
My wife.
You have items that you wear.
That's my wife.
Yeah. Okay. That's
So
what I'm talking about.
and then I was like,
All right.
oh,
And then the coin that you knew was in there dropped into your hand because gravity has always worked the same way.
that's right. And this is the coin. See, it's a big fucking coin.
Actually, that looks pretty sick. Give me that coin.
Get your own coin.
No, I can't. I wasn't there. All right.
So I don't know. It's from some game.
Oh wow.
There was like whole boxes of stuff that was just like various fantasy or like it
It's
was
a lot of spooky stuff.
yeah. That's what I thought. There's
It's
like
got-
fire and teeth and
Yes, it's got like a blood drop, fire, fangs, a wolf,
yep.
a ghost, a pentagram, and then a dead tree.
Yeah.
It feels very Necropolis. It could almost be like all the different
Yep.
things.
See,
It's pretty cool though.
$2.
Yeah. What would you? I mean, it's just a two-sided coin.
That's right.
Yellow or pink,
Yep. You can
Go.
say pink every day.
and you would lose every day. So, and now I own this, so that's cool.
Wait.
It was for the coin, dude.
It's like heavy. There's probably $2 worth of aluminium right here.
At least. It's probably $19 worth of scrap metal there.
So that was
Cool.
picked up that.
Jesus, you heard that. That's how heavy it is.
It's solid.
Okay.
What else did I get? I got a few other things.
I love that, like, of all the things that you bought, up on your list of things to tell people about is like your $8 Lurtz ripoff and and a coin and a dice bag. Is
Yep.
that the thing you were most excited about?
No.
What was your most
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I know what it was.
excellent?
Oh man.
Go
So
get it.
no, I don't need to
Yeah,
get
no,
it. I
that's
can
right.
tell you.
Oh, great. I
This is
can't wait
show
to
and
hear.
tell.
Yeah.
This isn't what Shane got from MOAB episode.
Unless
It's 22 minutes. Fucking hell.
we can name this whatever we want. It's our fucking podcast, man.
I got the deluxe edition of the Rangers of Shadow Deep rulebook.
Bullshit.
No bullshit. No cap.
It hurts. It hurts to hear. Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Guess how much I paid for it?
Well,
So
How-
retail is like $90, right? Maybe $80.
because it's a newer book, right?
Yeah.
Like Rangers of Shadow Deep, does it only have like one printed edition?
Yep.
And you got that, but the deluxe version.
Yep.
If you paid $50, you did well for yourself.
My friend, I paid $35.
My God. I don't believe you. You
I
and that
did.
Mordheim guy just took a lying class together. Damn. That's
Yeah,
awesome, man.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep.
Wow. I'm glad you
pretty
didn't
sweet.
bring it to show all the homies about your cool book.
It's over there.
Okay.
And yeah, so I got that.
Wow, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Okay, so you went to Moab,
Mhm.
you bought some cool stuff.
Yep.
And you also got that coin.
Got the coin. Yep, which is over there.
Yeah. And what other stuff jumped out at you at Moab where you're like, I didn't expect to see this, or this was cooler than I thought it was going to be?
Yep.
B sharp? C flat. What was that?
So it was really cool to catch up with a whole bunch of homies. I
Yeah.
saw Luke from Fjord Serpents.
Yeah, awesome.
Me and Gritty actually played a game.
The pain game. Oh, man. Okay. So we're going to be doing a beers and banter either next week or the week after.
Yep.
I want to hear about that
Okay.
on that beers and banter.
Sure, I could tell you about that.
I want you to wax poetic about that game
Yeah.
with Gritty.
Yeah.
I don't know what he thought of it, what you thought playing again. So hold your tongue on that.
I'll bite it.
And if you want to hear more about that, check out our Beers and Banter episode coming in a few weeks. Make sure you hit the bell and turn notifications on so you know when that episode comes out.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it.
See that? I just content created that shit.
You're a YouTuber.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck you peasant pieces of...
Talking to Churchy like that.
Sorry. I mean, fuck you, Churchy. You... How many subs has he got on his channel?
More than us. A lot more than us.
What is it? Is it not 12,000?
Nearly
Nearly
10.
10. Nearly 10.
Yep.
Man, we're the peasants.
We are the peasants.
But thank you to all of our listeners. I won't shit on you anymore. Please listen. Please click the bell and do other things.
Please stay.
Please stay. In spite of us. Okay, so put that aside.
Yep.
What other homies did you see?
Oh, man. I saw a few. So
The CanCon crew?
Yeah. Yep. So Jules, Jack, and Rad Rooster.
Kane the
aka
Portrayer.
Kane the Portrayer.
Yeah.
Those fellas were there. So MJ, she was she was playing in the Chain of Command room. The whole room for Chain of Command.
Wait.
This
what?
joint had so many different rooms, man. So she was up in upstairs in the Chain of Command room where they had like 4 or 5 tables going.
Just a Chain of Command.
Just a Chain of Command.
Fair enough, too, because that game is incredible.
It was set in the Pacific Theater.
So underrated. I know it gets a lot of love.
Yeah.
But like as a war game, when you put it up next to any other war game in terms of how fun it is,
Yep.
just pretend it's not historical and you just judge it based on how fun it is.
Yeah.
Incredible game.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So MJ saw Vumu and his brother.
Boomer has a brother?
He has a brother.
He's been keeping that under his
He
hat.
has. Sorry, Vumu. I think his name's Craig. Is it Craig? Could
What
be
if
Craig.
it's not?
It is now.
I thought it
He's
would be
Craig
something
to me.
like Rutu.
No. I know, right? So his parents named one Vumu and the other one Craig.
That's weird, right?
It's so weird.
Your parents are weird, dude. I don't know about that.
Yep.
Yeah, Craig's... That name is hard. It's hard to live up to Vumu.
Yeah.
It must be his younger brother.
It is definitely his younger brother. And then saw a bunch of other guys too. They're like, "Hey, I've seen you on YouTube." A couple of guys found us from like 5 Parsecs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just so awesome to meet all these people.
That's cool. Did you feel like a celebrity?
Kind of. I felt like a Z grade celebrity.
Yeah, Z grade.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I've seen you from that erectile dysfunction commercial.
And you're like, that's me,
That's
baby.
me. Ain't softened anymore.
No stunt doubles needed. That's all me, baby.
Yeah.
But they didn't even show your penis. You're wrong. They did. You just couldn't see it.
Yeah. So no, it was really cool. And like, a couple of one of the homies, Lundy, also known as Matthew Lund. He was like runs. Yeah. He like
I'm pointing to the screen because that's where we put.
that's
up
where they go.
patrons.
Yeah. He's massive at the Sutherland Gaming Shire like group. So he
awesome.
organizes most of that. He was like working in the booth at the bring and buy like all day.
Wow.
A couple of times he managed to like sneak away and come out upstairs and like check out all the other vendors and stuff. But
Big weekend for Lundy.
oh man,
Good
I
stuff,
couldn't even
Lundy.
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
stuff. That's cool.
So yeah, it was really cool.
So
It was really
you
cool.
said there was 4 or 5 tables for Chain of Command.
Yep.
What other games were there that had that sort of presence?
Blood Bowl had a big presence.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Surprises me. So that
40K?
Blood Bowl and Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Yep. 2 games that don't exist.
That's wild.
Yep. They had big 40K tables.
Of course.
They had massive bolt action section, which would have had 9 tables maybe.
Yeah, that checks out. I feel
Yep.
like if you're into bolt action, half of those players go across the Chain of Command.
Yeah. Yep.
So
So they were there. There was a group playing 30K. The building was so weird, man. It had like all these like back rooms that like me and Gritty were like, so we went up to the bolt action area. So that was imagine like a main hall and then
Yep.
there's a stage,
yep.
right? It's like any like performance center sort of area.
Yeah, sure.
So we're in the main hall where all the vendors are. There's a whole bunch of that tables there playing, Blood Bowl and all that sort of stuff. And then
Yep.
the vendors are all there. And then you go up this sort of up behind this door, then you come out onto the stage. And that's where they were playing all the bolt action.
Oh, interesting.
We've checked all that out, which there was some amazing tables there, by the way. There was a Stalingrad table there, like
No.
snow, railway tracks, ruined factories. It was amazing.
Far out.
So we left that, went down, and then we're went in this like weird kind of stairwell, and we're like, we can hear people up there. And then we're like, they're playing games. Like, you know, you can just
Yeah.
tell. So we're like, let's go have a look. So we went up these stairs, and then like there's like this hallway, and there's like a room off to the side there. Poke your head in there, Shatterpoint,
What?
and then
How many tables
6.
that you could see? I bet there was another 4,000 upstairs. You didn't even see them. That's how good that game is.
No doubt.
No doubt, no doubt.
No cap.
Okay.
And then we went down the end of the hallway,
Yeah.
and then they're playing 30K.
Okay.
And
Great
it was
looking game as
that those 2 rooms were kind of weird.
Yeah.
They had do not enter signs on them,
Oh,
but I
that's-
feel like they were not for
That was
the
like-
event.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like always on there
yeah.
because I believe they're the main rooms for the Sutherland Gaming Shires, like
Yeah.
club rooms.
Yeah.
So they meet there every like Friday night, I think it
They
is.
just
or-
forgot to take the signs off.
Probably
Yeah.
because like we actually saw them and we like, poked our heads in and we're like, oh, it says do not enter. So
It just makes you feel
abide by
uncomfortable.
the sign, right?
Yeah.
So then we left, and
Oh,
then
you didn't even watch Shatterpoint games?
Oh no, I took some video of some and
Oh, okay. Cool.
had a chat to them, and they were all nice people.
Yeah.
The 30K players were not so. They weren't not nice, but they were 30K players.
They were locked in, man.
You
They're-
could say that.
They've gone full immersion.
Full something.
Everything everything I know about 30K players is that I mean it's such just such an incredible setting.
Yeah.
I love the Civil War take on a 40K universe, you know? And I just love everything about the lore. I just think it's so cool. All the factions are dope. And so 30K players get so immersed in that.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like they've almost got, you know, sometimes where historicals you can get real hyper fixated on everything being perfect.
Oh yeah. Paint
From that
schemes
era.
and- yeah.
I feel like they have the same like approach to their stuff.
Yeah. Of an era that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did happen.
To them.
yeah.
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 Anyway, so they were all doing their thing, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, let's leave these guys alone.
Yeah.
But we spoke to Lundy later on about it, and we're like, yeah, it was a bit weird. Like, did it enter? And he's like, oh
Yeah.
no, you can go up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, spoke to Andrew from Medbury Miniatures. Had a good chat to him.
Medbury himself.
The man, the myth, the man, the legend. Oh man, there was a whole bunch of like Too Fat Lardies games going on.
Ooh.
So there was like some Civil War, like American Civil War games getting played. They had, you know, lines of troops with the cotton wool.
Yeah,
gun,
the musket,
the musket
powder.
fire.
Yeah.
There was a table there for Blood and Plunder, which was
Oh.
incredible. It was like a beach table. It had like docks, like tropical like coconut trees, and it was straight out of like Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, it was amazing.
That's so good. I think like when you play a game, that's what you imagine.
yeah,
When you go, I want to play Blood and Plunder, that's what you imagine. When you
Yeah.
go, I want to play Chain of Command, you imagine snowy Stalingrad with the
Yeah.
train stations and the bombed out factories.
yeah,
You imagine all that kind of stuff, and you can never like replicate it unless that's the only game you play.
yeah.
And that's the only hobby you do. So it's
Yeah.
so cool to go to these events and just be like, the cool thing is if you actually play, that's something we don't do, is we don't play in these
Nah.
things. But if you did, you could get to play on that stuff.
Yeah,
Which is really
definitely.
cool.
definitely. Yeah, so there was just so much. It was wild, and like the main hall itself had so much to offer as well. Like the War Library were there, which is an awesome store that sort of they break down boxes, or they mostly. I had a good chat to the owner of that store a few months ago at the Victorious, which was like a Melbourne convention thing.
Oh, sure.
And at CanCon as well last year, and they basically they're a good place to go to where like if we ever die, like you or I,
Yeah, I will. I'll die.
well,
I will
eventually,
die.
right? And
I'll die
our
pretty
wives
soon.
are like, what the hell do I do with all this plastic stuff?
Yeah, you take it to them.
Take it to them, they sell it for you, basically.
Should we write that in our wills?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what'd be funny? We should just give all of our stuff to Churchy.
Yeah. Let's give it to church.
What am I going to do with all
You'll be
this?
more confused than Caitlin and Sarah.
Yeah, so true. They'll be like, Churchy, you'll know what to do with this.
Yeah.
He'll be like, you'd be surprised how little I know what to
You'll
do
be
with
like-
this.
Well, in the skip.
Yeah. Did they include a skip in the will? 'Cause I didn't get the last month's payment from him. I can pawn some of this off. Oh man,
Yeah.
he will have. Churchy would have one of those garage sales
Yeah.
where he just like throws all those books up for like $50,
Yeah.
and that's enough for us to like kick the front of the coffin and be like, all right,
Yeah.
we're not ready
It's
yet.
like, that Rangers of Shadow Deep is worth at least 35.
All right, 35 for Rangers, Shadow Deep, 50 for the rest. You're like, good enough.
Good
Get the bag, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they were there, and like that, it's same kind of thing. It's like they had boxes of like, this one's for fantasy, this one's for like a lot of historical stuff. So it's like,
Sure.
you know, World War II, Napoleonic, all that kind of eras. And you could pull up like a single sprue of, you know, Prussian
Yeah.
infantry for like $8.
When we went into CanCon and went to the left, and were they in the left
Yeah,
corner?
yeah, yeah.
That's them.
They were almost tucked aside, but
And they had the like War Game Illustrated for like $1 or
Yes.
something from like
Yeah,
our
yeah.
birth year.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got one from your birth month
yep,
and birth year.
Yep.
Yeah.
yep, yep. So yeah,
That's cool.
he's a great bloke. He's like, you're from the podcast. He's like, I got a sale because of you. And I was like,
That's awesome.
Sweet.
I remember when I can't remember if it was me or Rory who said it to, but like one of us was looking at something for a while, and he's like, I mean, if you look at it that long, you got to buy it. And we were both like, oh, until we understood this man was joking.
Yeah.
He has a sense of humor.
He does. He's a funny bastard. But he Rory actually bought something from there. Do you know
That's
that?
probably why then.
it was like Roman cavalry or something so random.
And you know what? He'd be like, we're sick of seeing him unpainted, so I slapped paint, and he'd send us a photo and be like, and we quit.
yeah. Yep.
So the time he painted that Superman bust, he's like, I just got this airbrush thing. I was just having a bash, so I painted
Yeah.
Superman.
Yep.
And I was like,
It's like,
oh my
fuck
God,
you, Rory.
He's one of those guys. He's like Churchy, just talented
Yep.
at like creative stuff.
Pick up anything and they're just amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and like the weekend itself was pretty cool. Did some cool stuff, which I'll tell you about in Beers and Banter next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
This Biz and Banner will act as a part 2 to this.
Yep.
Tell me about the Sydney GT on that, and
Yep.
also Fjord Serpents and any other weekend shenanigans.
Oh yeah, we got some.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Well,
yeah.
to close, I'm trying to imagine if CanCon was, let's say, an 8 in terms of its, where would you say its scale is?
Mm.
On a scale of 10,
Mm-hmm.
just its scale into how many vendors, how many games. CanCon feels like it sits at about an 8. What's PAX Tabletop? 6 then? Smaller? More.
PAX?
Yeah. PAX Tabletop versus the entirety of CanCon.
Yeah, smaller.
You reckon PAX
Definitely
is smaller?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say, all right, let's use CanCon as our 10 then.
Yep.
Let's use, so say PAX is like an 8.5 or 8?
Dude,
7?
I reckon as far as tabletop goes, I reckon MOAB beat out PAX.
Yeah, that makes sense because PAX has a lot of vendors,
It has a lot of RPG as well.
Yeah.
And board games.
but like you're not going to go there and see 20 games of Shatterpoint,
No.
unfortunately.
You probably
Right.
won't see any games of Shatterpoint.
So
at
what would
PAX.
you rate MOAB then if if CanCon is a 10
I'd say
for the Australians?
I'd say MOAB is like an 8.
Awesome.
I'd say if you can get there, get there.
And then PAX is like a 6 then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Like, but they're all in a different like. They're all slightly different to each other, right? Like,
Sure.
like
so
MOAB and CanCon.
Yeah.
Okay, they go hand in hand.
Sure.
They are the same entity. One is just much larger.
So you would say MOAB is a mini CanCon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep. If you can't get to CanCon, get to MOAB.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I'm excited to check out MOAB now.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I went there with little expectations
Yeah.
and walked away mind blown.
Yeah, awesome.
It was cool. It was really cool. I'm actually putting together a little video on it. It's not much. It's just going to be a bit of me wandering around looking at all the cool stuff.
Great.
So
So check
Check
that out on
that
our
out.
second channel.
yeah, it'll be probably like a week away.
Our second channel is link in the description.
Yep.
Hit the bell on that one so you know when
Yeah.
that video comes
Subscribe
out.
to that one.
You peasants. I'm just kidding. You're all better at us than everything, and we love you all. Except for you, Gritty. You wouldn't let him drink with an open
He
container.
didn't even tell me. There's
Well,
so
imagine
many
if it's not
times I
true.
could've-
Imagine if someone told me that and I'm just cruising around in New South Wales, just sinking him,
Maybe.
and then just
I
not
mean, you
getting
can.
caught. I mean,
As long
yeah.
as you're not driving.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
That was the driver's problem.
Hmm.
Thank you for tuning in and listening to Shane talk about Mother of All Battles, a
Yep.
convention in Australia that is the second biggest tabletop convention he knows about. Maybe it's our second biggest, right? Like what's big
Yeah.
that we know about?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if we're wrong.
It was good. It was big. There was a lot of people there. They had $5 beers.
Hang on, they had beers?
They
'Cause that's
had
something CanCon
beers,
didn't have,
dude.
right?
And they had beers from 10 a.m.
Perfect.
because we were at the counter at like 9:50, right?
Save it.
Okay, all right.
Save
Okay,
it for the beers event.
okay, all right.
We'll roll straight into that. That's a sneak peek.
Yep.
Awesome. Hey, thank you to our patrons. You keep showing up, which
Yeah.
means you keep enjoying this. You
Yep.
like looking at Shane's weird coins and stuff.
I got coins for days.
He's at least got one. Well, actually, you traded a coin for a coin. But anyways,
Yeah.
it's neither here
Yeah.
nor there.
I got a bigger coin out of the trade though, so I win.
Yeah, you won the coin battle.
Yep.
But thank you to all of you for giving us more coins for as little as $2 a month.
Which is what I paid for that. big
Literally
coin.
what I paid for that. You can get early access to videos like this and stuff on our other channel. And there's a ton of other rewards. Check out the Patreon if you want to support what we do. We're we're just a small little Australian podcast.
That's
For some reason, we're British now. I forgot my normal voices. Sounds different to you, but normal to me. So please help us out, yeah? Cheerio then. Thanks to our patrons. Hey, we got a new one.
We got a new one.
Good. Can't remember who it is.
It's Tim Smith.
Tim S.
Yep.
We don't want to dox him, man. Now everyone knows his address.
Sorry, John Smith.
Sorry, Tim John. Thank you, Tim. You're a legend.
Yep.
That's amazing. Walmart, analog line. I
Tim
missed one.
Smith.
And Big Roach. Thank you all. I shouldn't do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It changes from time to time.
It does.
Yeah.
Thank you all. It really means a lot. It's crazy. It's also crazy that you comment on our YouTube videos, that you're active in the Discord, that you see us at conventions and say howdy.
Yep.
It's amazing. I don't know what happened, but 4 years ago we did something, and we're still here doing it.
Yep.
And that's all thanks to y'all.
And this week, right now, we're at PAX. We'll see you there, and you'll hear about our PAX adventures next week.
Yeah, it's all conventions. It's all shenanigans.
It's all happening.
It's all haps.
See you then.
Cheers.
Over.
Woo! Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One